Hello students, welcome to Samveda e-learning program class 10th science. Lesson 12 Sustainable Management of Natural Resources part 2 of 2. We all know that we are the part of our environment. In the previous class, what the concepts we learned are human coexistence with nature, environmental pollutions and our responsibilities, 5 R's for environmental protection, environmental partners, and also the importance of environmental protection. In this class, the learning points of this session are the environmental partners continued, forest, methods of conservation of water resources, the importance of fossil fuels and management, the role of indigenous organizations and individuals in environmental protection. What are the responsibilities of us while using the resources? Now, let us discuss the third partner. Who are the third partner of our environment? Yes, the factory owners and industrialists are the third partners of this environment. Students, look at the picture. What are you seeing here? A paper industry. For this paper industries, they need lot of timbers for the manufacture of paper. And also, you know that many forest products are used by industrialists ranging from tendu leaves users to owners of paper factories. This is the tendu leaves which is used to manufacture of BDs. So, peoples ranging from the tendu leaves users to many big industries are depending on forest. You know that we are all used to play cricket, every different types of games. For all we use different types of woods like for bat, rockets, everything. These industrialists are depending on the forest, but they considered forest as the source of raw materials for factories. There is no emotions in them while using the resources of forest. They have no interest in forest conservation in a particular area. That means, if some part of this forest is emptied, what they will do? They will not grow new plants in the entire area, just they will go to another places in search of the timbers. So, they do not have any interest in forest conservation in a particular area. They have no obligations to guarantee a continuous supply of resources to all generations. Next, fourth group. Which are the fourth group peoples which are partner of environment? Yeah, the enthusiastic group that loves wildlife and forest. They are the fourth group of environmental partner. Here, you seeing that some people are going to plant the trees in some garden. Are they expecting anything from that? No, just there is a enthusiasm in planting the trees. Student, can you identify these people? Who is she? Yeah, she is our Salu Marada Timmakka. Who is he? He is a great person. Yeah, he is Sundarlal Bahuguna, who is the main person in Chipko movement. Who is she? She is Medha Patkar. She is a leading character in Narmado Bachao movement. Student, I am going to give an activity for you. Learn about Salu Marada Timmakka, Sundarlal Bahuguna and Medha Patkar's achievements and prepare their achievement project. Once again, learn about Salamarada Timmakka, Sundarlal Bahuguna, Medha Patkar's achievements and prepare their achievement project. This is the activity I am going to give you now. Okay? Let's take a look at those who are passionate about wildlife. They are not depend on forest by any means, but they may have concern about their management. Conservationists have identified the need of conservation of entire biodiversity if they first identified large animals for conservation. That means every animals in the environment are very important for the forest. See, look at the picture. You are seeing different types of animals in this picture. Can you identify which is the important animal for environment? Student, each and every animals, birds, insects are very important to the environment. They are a part of food chain. If one animals vanished from the forest, the entire system will go on vanishing. So that way, keep in mind, in environment, nothing is great, nothing is very small. Each and every animal is important because they are playing their own part in the environment. Understand? There are plenty of instances where people have traditionally worked for the preservation of forest. Not only the educated peoples, but also the uneducated peoples also are going to fight for the environment. They are going to protect the environment. The government of India has recently instituted the Amrita Devi Bishnoi National Award for Wildlife Conservation in memory of Amrita Devi Bishnoi. Who is Amrita Devi Bishnoi? For that, see here, this is Kesari tree. What is the relation between this Kesari tree and Amrita Devi Bishnoi? She sacrificed her life with her children for the sake of this Kesari tree. She opposed the king's men to cut the trees in the Kesrali village. She sacrificed her life for the survival of the Kesari trees in the village of Kesrali near Jodhpur in Rajasthan. So, many peoples are there, still are existing, that they are going to protect, they are going to fight for the environment. Now, let us discuss about management of forest. What is the need of management? I told you that this forest, they are the resources which we are going to give for the future generation. So, should use carefully. Human intervention is an important part of forest landscape. Forest products should be used in a manner that is not harmful to the environment and can be adequately developed. We know that we are all depending on forest, but keep in mind, while using the forest product, should keep in mind that we should not harm the environment. The benefit of its controlled use should be to the local people while protecting the environment. Now, I am going to give an activity for you. Gather information about the Chipko movement. Discuss how forest can be affected by the following. Number 1. Parks are built for tourists in national parks. Grazing domestic animals in national parks. Plastic bottles and other trash are thrown by the tourists in national parks. Water. You know that water is basic need for all living organisms. But nowadays, we are suffering from the scarcity of water. You know that the 70% of the land is covered with water, but only among that just 0.2% is we are going to get from the nature which is useful for drinking. The water is spreading unequally over the land so that all peoples are not getting the sufficient amount of water. So, water for everyone. I already told you that is a basic need for all beings. The availability of water has also changed due to human intervention. Severe deforestation, high water demand, industrial and urban wastes have reduced water availability in nature. Keep in mind, what are all going in the environment, you see, we are the cause for this. We are throwing waste to the river, to the lake, to the pond. Many industries are built in the bank of the rivers so that all the pollutants are going to mix with the water of the river. That water only coming through the bore well. We are consuming that one. Also, we are suffering from lot of diseases by this contaminated water. You may come across in your daily life somebody suffering from the scarcity of water. Look at the picture. What it shows, there is a scarcity of water in certain region. They are waiting for hours together for a pot of water. They go for miles together to fetch to drink for drinking water. Here there is a dry land with a limited amount of water which is surrounded by many peoples. What it shows, that means water is not available to all people in equal manner. So, I think you may also come across these problems in your daily life. Then, what is the solution for this? Dams. So, we are going to construct dams. Why? Have you seen these dams in your Karnataka? KRS dam is there, Shivasamudra. There are many dams in our country also. These dams are built for water storage and power generations. Student, what are the problems with building dams? In the previous session, we all discussed about, so dams are used to store the water. Then, by constructing the dams, what are the problems with them? Is there any problems by constructing dams? Yeah, there are many problems. Let us see. Number one is the social problems. That means the problem of rehabilitation of indigenous people. Because for constructing the dams, we need lot of areas. Economic problems arises. We need lot of money to construct a dam. This supplies water only to limited area places. There is a massive deforestation and biodiversity. These are the social problems by constructing the dams. And also, what is solution? So, beyond constructing the dams, there is another way for conserving the water is water harvesting. What is water harvesting? This is the use of a single drop of water also coming from the rain, stored and used for other many purposes. This water harvesting prioritize the conservation of soil and water. What are the goals of this water harvesting? Development of land and water primary resources. Also, increasing people's production and income. Flood and drought avoidance. This is a scientific technique, a method of water harvesting. This water harvesting can be done by everybody. And also, it enhancing the biodiversity, Production of plant and animals secondary resources without causing environmental imbalance. This is the main goals of water harvesting. In India, in different regions, they are called by different names. Let us see what are different names of water harvesting system. Khadin, lake, nadis in Rajasthan, Bandaras, Talis in Maharashtra, Bulandshahr, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Pines, Ahar in Bihar, Kuls or ponds in Himachal Pradesh, pond called by Jammu, Eris, lakes by Tamil Nadu, wells by in Delhi, tunnel in Kerala, katte in Karnataka. What is the method used in water harvesting? See here, this is ancient technique which we are going to see here. This is an ancient technique where the people are going to harvest water. It is in Rajasthan. See, the water is going to collect in different directions. A small pits, lakes, trenches, reservoirs built of limestone. Rainwater harvesting units are traditional method of water saving and harvesting. Think, if we thought, we can also do water harvesting in our home also. Students, who is he? He is called the Waterman of India. His name is Dr. Rajendra Singh. Why we call him the Waterman of India? What is his achievement? See, nearly 8,600 johads and other structures were built in Rajasthan through his effort only. After 2 decades of preservance, the villages were brought back to the water. In Rajasthan, you know that Rajasthan is a scarcity of water land. But by his effort, nearly 1,000 villages were brought back to the water. In 2006, he won Stockholm's prestigious water medal. This is a water medal given in the Stockholm. Students, I am going to give you activity now. List the areas of water availability and areas where water is scarce with the help of the internet. Once again, list the areas of water availability and areas where water is scarce with the help of internet. Let us see the structure of water harvesting. See here, the picture shows that this is the upper area where the water going to fall to the lower areas and it is collected somewhere, and also there is a they dig the well here, so that see here. So water going to collect there. Through this, the groundwater level go on increasing. Keep in mind, this water harvesting is done not for collecting the water, it is improving the water from the ground. ಏನು ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೊ ಅಂತರ್ಜಲವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೇಪರ್. ನೀರಳದು ಹಿಂಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ replenished through the layer of soil, provides moisture to a wide area of vegetation. The surface is not easily contaminated with water, does not cause the increase in mosquitoes. ಸೊಳ್ಳೆಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Now let us discuss about the coal and petroleum. You know that these coal and petroleum are called fossil fuels. They are formed billion years ago. They are called fossil fuels. Nowadays they are also going decreasing in the quantity. So I told you that coal and petroleum fossil fuels formed billion years of ago. the consumption of rate will be over in the next few years. When fossil fuels are burned in low air, carbon monoxide, fragment chain hydrocarbons are released into the atmosphere and cause environmental pollution. You know that, you may have heard that in Delhi, it is a highly polluted area because there are thousands, lakhs together of vehicles are going to run every day in Delhi. So, the people are in Delhi suffering from very lot of diseases. So, keep in mind, everything is in our hand only. So, while using resources, use wisely. Okay, let's look up a video.
The burning of these fossil fuels is slowly but surely killing us. The CO2 in our atmosphere has increased by 25%. In coastal areas, sea levels rise due to the warming of the ocean. Pollution in the air increases the chance of lung cancer, which is caused by coal mining and burning gas. Coal mining destroys habitats and produces toxic waste. Damage and pollution of habitats contaminates and kills plant and animal life. It also creates acid rain. So what can we do? We need to replace current technologies with alternatives that do not emit carbon dioxide, such as wind energy or solar power. The bottom line is that we need to decrease our fossil fuel demand, extraction, and consumption.
Students, if the environment is polluted, animals including plants and humans will be exposed to contamination, keep in mind. Animals including human beings suffering from variety of diseases by the environmental pollution. Each and every part will be affected, maybe heart, lungs, kidneys, brain. Everything is going to be affected by the air pollution. So, keep in mind what are the precautions to be taken to avoid this air pollution. Global warming as a result of climate warming is a matter of concern to Earth's ecology. See here, this is called global warming. It means by increasing of carbon dioxide level in the nature will affect the temperature. The temperature of the earth go on increasing is called global warming. This is a serious case if you neglect while using the resources. What are steps towards becoming an environmentalist? Being a part of environment, what is my role in protecting environment, in avoiding the pollutions? If you put a step regarding as a environmentalist, we can avoid many problems caused in the nature. Let us see. See, while going as far as small distances, use bicycles. For going large distances, use buses, that is public vehicles. If there is emergency only, use your own vehicle so that the consumption rate of fuels decreases, your health lifestyle increases. This is the gift given by you for this environment. See here, what is this? A bulb used. Can we replace these two things as a environmentalist? Yeah, use CFL bulb. It consumes less amount of electricity, gives more light. Instead of using the firewood, use sweaters in cold season. Climbing the stairs instead of going in lift is also good for you and also for the environment. So avoid lift, use stairs. These are the few steps can be taken by you and me as a environmentalist to protect environment and also to protect the energy consumption. Students, I hope you understand this thing. Let's give exercise to your brain. Now a quiz time for you. I am going to give some questions for you. Just think and answer the questions. Award instituted by the Government of India for wildlife conservation. Which is the award given by the Government of India for wildlife conservation? Yeah, this is Amrita Devi Bishnoi Rashtriya Award. It is a national award given by our country. What next question? Environmental partners who consider the forest as the sole source of raw materials. Who is the partner? He is the industries. Next, he is called Indian Waterman. His name is? Yes, he is Dr. Rajendra Singh. Okay, good. Now, homework time for you. I am going to give some questions for you. Answer the questions and show to your teacher. First one is, what contribution or change do you make as an individual for forest and wildlife? Next, water resources, coal and petroleum. Once again, what contribution or change do you make as an individual? A. Forests and wildlife. B. Water resources. C. Coal and petroleum. Next question. What changes in your lifestyle will you adapt to make better use of our resources? Once again, what changes in your lifestyle will you adapt to make better use of our resources? Next question. Write down the steps to incorporate into your life to become environmentally friendly. Write down the steps to incorporate into your lives to become environmentally friendly. Student, I hope you understand this chapter, because I already told you that this is an important chapter for all as a part of environment. Thank you. I am your Srinivas KV, Assistant Master, GHS Kanagamakalapalli, Bagepalli Taluk, Chikmagalur District. Thank you.